too. I wish it wasn't as rare. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that Felix gets right that a lot of people simply don't. There's a lot of broken people in the dating scene, if that makes sense. There's a lot of people that only focus on themselves. There's a lot of people that use others like drugs. And that's something that I've experienced personally. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean that there are people that chase relationships to feel to have the feel good chemicals and not necessarily being aware of the responsibility that comes with it and the fact that you're gonna have to be there through the hard times too. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the second things get hard, it's like you become my enemy when we're supposed to be fighting this fight together. But you're making me fear even more alone to the point that I wish you weren't around. That has happened. And then, yeah, no, just Felix definitely raised my standards in that regard. For people that are loyal, if that makes sense. Felix is incredibly loyal. And I love that about them. I know that if I am not doing okay, Felix is gonna be the first person to do something about it. Felix is gonna be the first person to check on me, to like during these days that I've been more sick, I've been feeling better. But during the days that I was doing the worst, they were so aware of how I was doing. They were definitely making an effort to pay attention, definitely making an effort to make me feel loved and seen and valued and appreciated. And some people, when things get bad, they disappear. When you are not doing okay, they disappear. And now you are forced to face this alone, when it could have been a lot easier if you weren't alone. Sorry for my rambling. It's just something that I've observed and I'm currently learning from, if that makes sense. Find people that will be there no matter how good or bad things look. People that will come back. People that will message you. People that will check on you. That is very good. That is very nice. That is what anyone deserves, in my opinion. Go wild, King. These are very nice rambles. Thank you. Okay, that body looks better. It's not perfect proportions-wise, but like it definitely looks better than the number one. And oddly encouraging, to be honest. Oh, you know what? Something else that fucking it's from long ago. Don't worry about it. Like this is from a long time ago. But there are some people that genuinely made me feel infuriated because they were so undecisive. There was one guy that he felt very strongly, and because of it, he either went all in or nothing. Like, motherfucker would show up all day or disappear for 2 days. Brother. There's a thing called consistency. Oh, God. Or people that are just very unsure of what they want and end up not really communicating that. So you're left kind of being like, do you want this? Do you not want this? I'm getting mixed signals. Being people that I guess are brave enough to say, I want this or I don't want this. It's just, well, I guess it's not just brave. It's just being good at communication and understanding that people have lives. And if someone doesn't want me, I just want to know. So I know to move on and let go, kind of thing. Oh, that looks so much better, actually. Fuck yeah! I'm gonna have to be careful with the big-ass bulge I'm gonna give them. You can't do that. You have to have some standards. Yeah, my bestie actually just went through that, unfortunately, and had to break it off. Yeah, no. Sometimes it is healthier to just break it off. Also, something that is very frustrating and can be very frustrating, has happened to me in the past, is having those almosts. You know what I mean? Those people that were almost just right, or almost amazing, or almost, you know what I mean? Like, they're so close to getting it right, but then there's some things, there's some traumas they haven't healed, there's some behaviors that they have not worked on, there's some issues that are around, and it's heartbreaking. Or people that never fully end up getting there, you know? People that you didn't even get to date, but kind of stayed in this, like, limbo? You know? God, they're heartbreaking. Mighty Fine. Yeah, my ex is that almost amazing for me. And then it's so hard to forget and move on. Because when you don't go, like, when things don't get the chance to go either good or bad, when it's this weird in between, it feels like you can never let go fully, because you're always wondering, but what if, you know? What if this happened? What if that happened? What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? It's a lot more, it's gonna sound terrible, but at least in my experience, it's so much easier to let go of a toxic, horrible ex than someone that is a what if. Lord. I feel that way about my ex-fiance. Valid. Also, don't worry, Kay ended up terribly and I got to move on. Good for you to be able to move on. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna complain about something else. But this is like the people that are not ready to let go. The people who chase you again because they want another shot. Even though things went horribly bad, they want another shot and they won't leave you alone. Oh my god. The amount of times that has happened to me. They're like, no, but this, no, but that, no, but like, brother, I'm trying to move on over here. God, and they're so entitled and they're so insistent, and it feels like they never think about how you feel. They never think about how challenging this was for you. They're too focused on, well, I want to talk to you, so I will. All right, thank you for thinking about me. Damn. Ugh. Man! Ah! Thanks for listening to my frustrations. Jesus. No, bud. You said, bud, turn around and leave. Yeah, exactly. Man! It's come on, you know you miss me. Yes, sir, I've changed. Just give me a chance. Yeah, mother. There's some people that keep trying to get back into my life. And it's been months. And the second I talk to them, they're displaying the same exact behaviors that made me leave in the first place. Bestie, what do you mean I've changed? What do you mean I've grown? Nah, get your ass out of here. Get your ass. Go back to therapy. You have a lot of work to do. Absolutely not. Yeah. Oh my god. You know, I'm glad I'm taking extra time because I'm actually enjoying drawing this, as complex and weird as it is. God, so Rip Felix just went live. All right. Okay, I'll try to rush up this. Tell them that we'll be there in a bit. I took a shower and he's not even close to finishing this commission. Listen, I'm getting the... Look, what do you mean? I got the anatomy base! What do you mean? I've been working on it! Bruh. Don't you know that art takes time? Thank you for letting me know. Yes, I know that they went live. I'll try to finish this commission first. Okay. I'm gonna have to simplify a lot of things. It's gonna be not anatomically correct, and that's okay. It's not gonna be anatomically correct, and that's okay. Oh my goodness, I don't want to break that. He's meant to be thinking of his boo. Hi, Antmon VR. Welcome. For 20 bucks, sure, it sure does not take time. Chop. I'm trying. Oh my god. But yeah, no, men are frustrating. Men are so fucking frustrating. For different ways. Some are like, there's so many different ways that things go wrong. There's been some people that have been like convince themselves that things went differently just because they don't want to think about the ways that they fucked up. You know what I mean? There are people that will look back into your relationships, and like, I'm not saying that I've never committed mistakes. I've done things that I shouldn't have. I've committed mistakes that I shouldn't have, and I agree 100%, and I hold myself accountable for that. However, I am not the one big villain. It takes two to make a relationship. There were faults on one side, and there were faults on another. And that's something that, like, I feel sometimes people, like, don't like to think about. Because it's so much easier to make someone else the villain than realize the areas where you failed. You know what I mean? Did I join at a bad time? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm just ranting. Don't worry about it. I'm just ranting. You're poly. It takes more than 2. Oh my god. The amount of shit that... I'm gonna say this quickly. If you cannot handle... Like, if for you it's difficult to keep a one-person relationship, poly might not be for you. Because you need to have a certain level of maturity, you need to have a certain level of understanding, you need to have a certain level of awareness. If you do not have that, maybe save it for later. There are some people that hyper-commit when they have a lot of healing to do, and they don't understand how it works, and they want to hyper-commit to something that they're very new to. There were some people that I've met that were going to, like, from 0 partners to 2. And possibly even more. It's like, calm down, bestie. Let's learn the basics. And then you can commit to more. But let's first understand what's going on here. Like, if you are poly, and you don't have to agree with being poly, by the way. If you're listening to this and you're like, I'm not poly, why am I listening? That's okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna force my way of being into anyone else. You're more than allowed to be monogamous. That's completely fine. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, basic point. There are basics that you need to go through. And you need to have a stable relationship if you want to hop into another one. Because if your current relationship is not doing okay, hopping on something else is not gonna fix that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like those people that think that having a baby is gonna save their marriage. No. It's in fact gonna make things worse. It's in fact gonna make things worse. Alright, got them base. I need to get my base head shape. And then I can start line art and rush it from there. Oh, Lord, the stories I could tell. There were some bitches that physically threatened me. Oh my god. Some people really need therapy. Jesus. Do you have any funny stories? Funny stories. Let me think about it. Well, there was one person that originally... I'm gonna give like a very simplified context. There was this guy that liked me, and he wanted to be in a relationship with me, but he was already dating someone else. So we talked to that someone else, and we're like, hey, are you okay with exploring the possibility of poly because your partner is possibly poly? And originally, they said yes. And I trusted that consent. And later, things end up splitting because it was just not working out, and that's okay. And again, I've never had any beef with the partner of this person. I actually wanted to be in good terms, because I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to replace them, because that's not what poly is. I'm not here to steal anyone's place. And so things get broken off, things don't work out, and then this person ends up sending me a message being like, I know that I actually never liked you. I lied all along. You were manipulative, and you convinced him that he wanted it, but he did not want this. I'm gonna come find you and punch you in the face. And like just this gigantic hate rant about how they hated me all along, and I'm a horrible person. Just like, okay. All right. Good to know you too. Good to know you too. Bye. Like, brother, what? I